Al B. Sure details. Miraculous. Recovery after coma amid rumors Diddy caused it. Amid the slew of damning allegations Diddy is facing these days, Al B. Sure recently added one more to the list, suggesting that the mogul had something to do with his 2022 coma. He prompted the speculation during his appearance at the Equal Justice Now Awards in LA late last month when he shared that he's working on a new film centered around his life. We're going to be producing the Al B. Sure life story, he said on stage. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really gonna need to call Homeland Security. The exact cause of Al B. Sure's coma has yet to be revealed, but he suffered from multiple illnesses prior, including renal failure. He had a liver transplant and has since recovered. During a recent chat with his fans on Instagram Live, Al B. Sure unveiled more details of his life-threatening condition and subsequent comeback. He revealed that he was so sick that doctors didn't believe he would be able to recover. The performer says his case was so miraculous that it's being studied by scientists. My medical case is almost a scientific study related to how sick I was, or became miraculously, he began. There's gonna be a scientific study on the fact that I survived.
I was on a ventilator, had a tracheotomy. There was so many things going on to the point where they were considering sending me to hospice. And what people don't truly understand unless you've been through this type of medical journey is taking for granted breathing, tying your shoes, speaking.
As details of his health crisis began to surface, he received calls and letters from all over the world.
Keep your spirit right. Know that we praying for you. We love you. And everything's in God's hand.
And all of my amazing, industry colleagues and friends and, everybody from, Snoop and Halle Berry and just, everybody's been reaching out to send love, prayers.
Sherry Shepard narrating this portion of the video. As you come onto the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you.
Of the most memorable, his recent letter from Vice President Kamala Harris.
Receiving this beautiful, beautiful piece of mail from the White House.
Nice.
From the Vice President.
Nice. Wait, so it's from Kamala?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Saying what? I heard you're back.
He's back.
Those of you that know, only by the grace of God, he added. He then went on to reflect on how his whole system was failing at one point, noting how his faith and determination kept him alive. Claudia Jordan speculates Diddy pushed out. Al B. Sure calls his coma suspicious after feds launch sex trafficking investigation. Claudia Jordan is the latest to address the wild speculations surrounding Sean Diddy Combs. The ex-Real Housewives of Atlanta star believes Al B. Sure's coma was suspicious, and that Diddy tried to woo Quincy Brown away from his real father, RadarOnline.com has learned. Jordan hesitated to blame Diddy for Sure's 2022 near-death experience. However, she did share her thoughts about the mysterious medical emergency after Sure insinuated the music mogul had something to do with his coma. Speaking about the ordeal on Fox Soul's TEAGIF, Jordan claimed she found it interesting that Sure and Diddy are the only ones alive from Andre Harrell's Uptown Records crew. She also seemed to support Sure's intuition about his health scare by calling the coma suspicious, considering he was in great shape at the time, adding that they used to work out together. Jordan said she understood why Sure was tight-lipped all these years, stating she believes she feels comfortable addressing his suspicions about his health scare now. I think Al B. Sure feels comfortable speaking on it now. I do believe there was suspicious things around Al B. Sure.
I want y'all to just think about something real quick. Al B. Sure and Diddy are the only ones that are alive from that record company, right? The only ones that are alive. Allegedly, Heavy D was working on a book about his life, dead. And this is all on the internet. I think Jaguar talks about this. Andre Harrell supposedly was going to tell about his life, dead. Al B. Sure supposedly was working on this before and then went into a coma. I remember this. Al B. Sure is a friend of mine. We used to work out together in LA. I know him. Right before this coma, y'all, he was training for those celebrity boxing matches and then falls into this coma. And he almost died. Like they said when they opened up his insides and did the surgery, it was liquefied. So when things like this happen in your life, will you be a little bit more tight-lipped about things? Could that be a reason why maybe you didn't act the way we would normally think someone should act? I also think, in my opinion, because when Kim Porter, when she passed, she had nothing negative. Before she died, she had nothing negative to say about Al B. Sure's parenting skills. You never heard her say that he was not a good dad. Never. I believe he was pushed out by Diddy. I believe Diddy wooed Quincy. I believe Diddy offered the fun stuff. You know, you see he takes his kids drinking and hanging out and partying. What young, good-looking kid is not going to want to go along with that? Like, I just believe he was wooed away from his real dad with things. And I think Albie Shore finally feels comfortable. This is my opinion, y'all. This is my opinion. I think he feels comfortable speaking on it now. I do believe that there were suspicious things around Albie Shore going into a coma. I do believe that. And Albie Shore is not a thirsty guy. He's not. He's never been. He could have released a book when Kim passed. He could have done this a long time. He could have done a lot of stuff that he did not do. So I don't know, but I don't think he's a clout chaser. I don't. I really don't.
Jordan also unloaded on Diddy's relationship with Sure's son, Quincy, claiming the embattled Bad Boy Records founder tried to woo the now 32-year-old with his party lifestyle and push out his biological dad. Sure, who recently made a public plea for Quincy to come home, shared his son with Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, who died unexpectedly in 2018 from lobar pneumonia. Diddy was never married to the model. However, he quickly adopted the stepdad role for her son. Quincy was not in Diddy's home when federal agents barged in and handcuffed the music mogul's other sons Justin and Christian King Combs last week.
Gene Deal talking about what happened to Usher when he was very young and in P. Diddy's care.
But they knew something happened enough that his mother had to come get him out of Diddy camp. I didn't know Usher was the one that had to be rushed to the hospital until people around Puff, that was around Puff at the time, told me it was Usher. You understand? But Usher Raymond the fourth, that means it's a third, there's a second, and there's a first. He got a mama. He got a cousin. He got a second cousin. First cousin, second cousin. He might got even a kissing cousin. If his family members way back then didn't do nothing, when they knew what happened to him and why he was rushed to the hospital, how do they expect other people to be responsible for what they didn't do? They wanted their kid to be a star. He a star. He a mega star. So whatever happened to him then, they may not want it to be known, but they knew something happened enough that his mother had to come get him out of Diddy camp.
As you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you for watching.